The utter nightmare of every PTE aspirant is the question, has the Pearson exam started blocking the templates? As you might have seen a video published by someone that their templates are not working in the PTE exam anymore. All such questions related to the templates and what is happening in the exam in this very month is what we are going to discuss in this video. So stay tuned. Everyone, hope everyone is doing great. This is your host Anurag from Edutrainex PTE, and I can understand your situation after you may have watched that particular video made by someone. So they are claiming that the templates they have been using or they have been giving to the people, the PTE aspirants, now they are seeing drastic drop in the scores suddenly. So what is exactly happening? Is the Pearson blocking the templates, or is it just like too many millions of people are using the same template and something has started to happen? So let's find out. Stay tuned, hit the subscribe button. So we'll find out what is happening in the exam in this very month. Okay, first things first, we'll begin with different modules, what has changed, what is still coming in the exam. So we'll explore the difficult modules, as I said, the reading fill in the blanks, reading writing fill in the blanks, what exactly is happening there, as the pattern started to change there as well. So from our observations and when we prepare the prediction files for you, collect the questions, and then what we have observed is that the range is moderate. Okay, so the size of the questions, the difficulty of the questions, it's still on a moderate level. But yes, there is a little bit change on the reading writing fill in the blanks with some of the questions that we saw. But overall, if you have watched the previous month's update that I made for September, that still applies till now. Okay, so if you haven't watched it, please go and watch that one as well, where I have explained in more detail how these type of questions were affected. Now talking a little bit about the lengthy range, what has increased in the size or in the speed of the audio is these particular things. So what we have seen in this particular month is in the month of October and close to November now. So the repeat sentence questions and the write from dictation questions, some of them are speedy and lengthy as well. I can show you some of the questions from the prediction file shortly, and you will see some of the questions are really long, like more than 14-15 words, and that makes those questions complex. But the question is everything like that for you in the exam? Let's find out. So I'll show the prediction file and I will go to the repeat sentence, and you see the questions, the length of the questions for some of the particular ones are really lengthy. So if I just scroll it down quickly, you can see most of them are in the moderate range, but some of them are, yes, they are lengthy. And even the ones which are coming at a shorter length, sometimes the audio speed can be faster. So you need to be a better listener in order to perform best in these two questions, both repeat sentence and write from dictation. Both are very crucial for you to be successful in the exam. So why not prepare your listening skills so that you can crack anything that is given to you in the exam. But yes, out of 10 to 12 questions in the repeat sentence questions, do expect 1 to 2 to be lengthy ones. Definitely, maybe 3. So there is no number that I can place on it, but I can just give you an estimate, because in the exam everything is completely random and depends on your luck. Same thing also applies to write from dictation. Some are lengthy, mostly moderate length. So if you are getting 3 to 4 questions in the exam, at least half of them will be easily crackable. The other half, you have to rely on your listening skills and extra word strategies to do better there. Okay, now moving on to the difficulty of questions of the reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Okay, some questions what we saw were really short. So very short text, and then there were 4 or 5 blanks. So that means, so there was not enough context discussed there so that we can try and make sense out of it, what exactly goes where. So it was a little difficult in some of the questions that we saw, because it is not a good thing if you are unable to understand the context and then apply the word meaning correctly. So that makes it a little bit complex, as well as some of the words that are written are also a little bit complex. Okay, now I told you about the rule and the observation that we have seen so far in the exam. If you are getting 4 options for the reading, writing, fill in the blanks, and one of the words is really complex. So 90% of the time, or more than 90% of the time, that particular word is not the answer. Very, very rarely I have seen that those difficult words are the answer. So keep that in mind, that the difficult words are not going to be the answer. But yes, if they are given in the passage to you, you still need to understand what it is trying to say. Okay, even if you don't know the meaning of the words exactly, you have to try to understand the context and guess the meaning. That is the best you can do in the exam. Okay, let's explore the prediction file once again for reading, writing, fill in the blanks question. So let's see what is happening in this particular section. And you see some of the questions, see very short text. Okay, very short text. And if I just scroll it down, many of them are still moderate length, which is what we expect to give us enough context so we can understand the meaning. But if I keep scrolling, there are a lot of questions. Just be mindful. And some of the questions I found, they were really short. And it's difficult for you, like this one. See, very short. It's difficult for us to guess what is the context, because as soon as we start understanding the text, the blank comes again. So again, this one, you see. So this is what I was talking about. It gets a little difficult, so you have to be very careful when you are attempting the questions in the exam. This is what has been the latest trend. Now we still need to talk about the templates and the major important thing that you have been waiting for so far now. Okay, so has the exam really started blocking the templates? That's the real question, especially for essay writing. Okay, so after this started happening in this particular month of October, many people have seen a drastic drop, especially the template that was publicized in the video by some academy. Someone made a video on their own template that this has been blocked by the PTE, or you are not writing enough content. So basically, he has created more confusion among you. And I can show you some screenshots of the students who have been using their templates, and you see there is a drastic drop in the extended writing scores. And also some of them have also acknowledged the same in the YouTube comments. As you can see, this guy got roughly 90 in everything except for writing, where he also witnessed a sudden drop in the extended writing. So what exactly is happening? Are the templates working or not? So after this particular video was published, I decided to test some templates, okay, including theirs. And we did see the same observation that was claimed before. The extended writing scores were not there because the way the template was written. And we also tested our own templates. And by God's grace, or you can say, then you are still in luck if you are using our templates. So we do test all the templates, the different type of templates that we share with our students, and then verify it whether they are working on the exam or not. And of course, our templates are not where we just give you one word templates. Okay, that is something you need to avoid. I have been making videos right from the beginning of this year that you need to stop using such templates, and I'll show you one example straight away. So you now understand the reason of getting the low scores. First of all, the same template must have been used millions and millions of times by different students. And as I told you in one of my videos before, how the PTE AI works, I also told you that they do store the templates, what people use, keep on using repeatedly. So they do have the reference, what people are using. And if you are just relying on the templates to give everything for you, structure, content, and you are not writing enough, then absolutely you are going to see a huge drop in your writing scores. And that's not a new discovery, okay? We have been telling you this from the beginning of this year. Now this is one of the samples that I'm going to show you. I just Googled it and found out. I don't know who has published this, but you see the kind of pattern here. Topic, 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 topic. Everywhere is just asking you to write the topic. And what people do on top of it? They start using quotations. So they will put this topic in quotations so that the grammar of the template does not break when you put something in there. So quotation will be treated as separate and there will be no grammar mistakes. So things like that, you know, the AI, the PTE AI is also becoming smarter every day. Okay, it was updated this year, and because it is a software, it can be updated at any time. So you guys need to wake up a little bit and start realizing that this is an English exam we are talking about, not trying to trick some software to get certain score. 79 plus score is what? Competent or superior score. 65 plus is competent score. So if you need to show your superiority or competency in the English exam, then you need to do some writing. You need to show the PTE software that you are capable of writing. So I will show you what you need in a template to be working. Okay. I never say that this template is good, that template is bad, other than the template that that particular academy is saying by themselves. Stop using them. And the templates should have certain parameters that should satisfy the criteria what PT is asking from you. The number one is that the template should allow you to write. What does that mean? Not to use some templates which does not ask you to write. It is just asking you to put the topic sentence from the question in certain places and also use quotation, and then you are just trying to trick the software. So use a template that allows you to write. Okay, and our template allows you to write. Many places it asks you to give certain points and also allow you to write phrases. So don't just put keywords or a cluster of keywords. Keyword 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. That is not a phrase. So that is not a writing actually. You are just putting the keywords together and just trying to fill the response. So again, you are trying to trick the software. So mind my words, slowly and steadily all these tricks will stop working. That's why I keep telling you guys that these type of templates do have an expiry date. If you haven't seen my videos from before, this is what I have been telling you. Templates with an expiry date. And that's what we saw. One of the major templates used by many students has expired. This is what I was warning you about. So templates, what kind of templates do work? Templates that does not repeat the same topic everywhere. Just a comparison with what I saw, what I showed you here. And the templates that allows you to write content. So basically allows you to write content and a combination of phrases, so you display that yes, I understand the topic, I'm able to write a little bit about it. And if you don't know how to write something, then you can join our classes where we teach everything from making simple sentences, usage of articles, prepositions, conjunctions, every single thing we put together in the simplest manner, and then you should be able to make simple phrases out of it. Because when you're using templates, that's what you are expected to. You're not expected to write the whole essay by yourself. You use the template for the structure. And then on top of it, you utilize your knowledge of writing simple sentences using phrases. If you are able to do that, then you can still get the competent and the superior scores in the exam. But yes, try to stop tricking the AI, okay? This is a software that we all know, and that's what the techniques are floating around in the internet from until now. But time is now slowly changing, and you guys are the victims who don't understand when you go to the exam which template I have to use, and then when you get the results, you give so much money for the exam, then you understand, okay, now this template is not working. Let's go to version 2.4 or 2.5, whatever this academy is giving you. So how to overcome these problems? Let's talk about it now. Okay. So can I write my own template? Okay, yes, you can write. And I showed you in one of the videos. Editor, please run that video on this side so that people can also see where I demonstrated how the PT AI works for PT writing. In that video, I showed you how you can take an existing template from any good academy and then you can modify the template by your own. So some of the techniques I elaborated there was using the ChatGPT. Okay, you might be seeing the video now, and you may be seeing the glimpse. The link we will also provide in description if you want to have an elaborate watch on that video. Okay, the second thing is that if you want to do it sentence by sentence, where you want to take a sentence, you paraphrase it. These kind of softwares like WordTune gives you 10 to 15 paraphrased sentences of the same sentence, and then you choose which one is more suitable to you. So you can rewrite, still keeping the same structure that the exam expects. You don't compromise on the structure. You still keep the introduction, body paragraphs, and the conclusion. Put your opinion, put your arguments, put your examples. All those things are still necessary. Okay, so the structure has not changed, but yes, the templates, the sentences, you can change on your own. Or you take one template, put it in the chat GPT, ask it to paraphrase the whole essay, keeping the same word count or similar word count. And it will also do it for you. And even on top of it, because these things you are getting from the software, who knows how many people are using these software to generate the same templates or similar templates. So on top of it, just put it on a Grammarly or any other grammar tool. Just try to paraphrase a little bit from your own side, or wherever you are taking the coaching from, take their help to paraphrase it and make your own thumbprint. So basically a template that you have a trademark on, or something that yours copyright. Okay, so that's how you can generate your own template, and maybe you can keep all these kind of fears away by if you are relying on your own template or something that you have modified it by yourself. Okay, that's also one of the ways which you can be in a peaceful state, so that you don't have to worry when this template will expire, when that template will expire. So that's the way you beat the exam. And if you guys haven't still watched the update, PT exam updates, I talked about a lot of important things that are still valid. You should still watch the PT exam update that I shared for the month of September, which had a good news related to the trial questions and also some more elaborations on what is happening in the exam. Some of them are still valid, related to the IDs, related to the glitches, all those things. You should watch it. You might see the link over here and also in the description. So I hope this particular video opened your eyes. Keep watching Edutrainex, and I will soon be back with more informative videos so that you are up to date on everything that is happening in the PT exam. See you soon.